Alright, boys, got a trade recap for yesterday's trade. Voice is a bit crouchy, I got a sore throat right now. But yeah, this is a PM session trade. Just a 1-to-1 and done. Um, Simply because the bias was still bearish for me, and this was a retracement model to an untapped 15-minute fair value gap. I got my payout finally from Apex. Took about 10 days or 11 days. It's ridiculous. Apex is stupidly fucking slow for paying out. So once I've done getting paid out on this account, I think I've got like 2 more left or 3 more. I'm just gonna work on getting max allocated with Traderify, Lucid, Alpha, all that good stuff. So here's the balances. I need 1 more winning day on my Apex account of minimum 250, and then I can withdraw 2.5k. So hopefully that happens Monday, and then I'm going to be waiting like another 10, 11 days to get that, but it is what it is. Buffer on the Traderify account is up to 1.5k, so that's good. That's nearly finished up, and we can start taking payouts on that then. And this is a daily account, so I'll be getting paid every day with my profits. So anyways, that's the account situation. And yeah, so let's go over the bias that I had for yesterday's trade. Can't quite remember entirely. Yeah, okay, so bearish. We're in bearish structure. I want to see this weekly sell side liquidity and relative equal lows get hit at some point, because we're still just in this bearish sell model. If we zoom out to a daily chart, we can see we're just selling off. We've broken structure through that low. We're reacting bearish at that daily gap. Now we've taken that daily sell side liquidity level, and I'm looking for this weekly sell side, see if we can get some displacement through that and target this weekly. So high time frame and bearish. Going into these other high time frames, still bearish. Okay, we're delivering at this 4-hour gap, moving lower, and then we got relative equal low sat there as well. Just try to put a fucking order on. These relative equal lows, zooming into an hourly. I tell you what, let's cut back to. Let's go to a 15-minute chart and cut back to 130. So I ended up actually taking a break-even trade, catching the continuation out of this 4-hour gap. So in order to confirm moves to this 4-hour relative equal lows, I need to see a 15-minute market structure shift out of that 4-hour gap to then confirm moves to this draw. So I'm trading right now. I'm looking for the internal model to take to this 15-minute market structure shift level. So if we zoom into a 5-minute here, all right, and we come to 130, all right, we end up trading out of this 5-minute, and there was an inversion in entry for a 5-minute continuation here, but I missed it because I wasn't on my computer. But it was something like that, and then you can be short off that, break even at the internal low. As you can see, we sell off the internal low, and then this would have ended up being a break-even trade because I would have been targeting this low. So there's that. Now, delivering out of that 5-minute, however, if we cut back 1 more, this is when I was actually on the charts. We had clean displacement through this market structure shift level and opened up a gap. So I wouldn't normally take this because we had already taken the internal low. However, with me being super confident on this drawn liquidity, like this, and even just this was a target. This was the low-hanging fruit for me. Super confident on at least this getting hit, right? So, play it out. I'm in short from this gap here. Stops at this high, and looking to take profits at this internal low, and then leaving a runner to this 15-minute sell side. Break-even point wasn't very clear to me at this point because we'd already taken this low. So I used this untapped 1-minute fair value gap, this down in discount, as a break-even point. Play this out. We sell off. We take the break-even point. Instant rejection, taking me out of break-even. So I'm like, cool. Let's just wait for price. Zoom back out to a 5-minute chart and see if I can get the same thing again for a 5-minute continuation. We end up selling off, taking out this low. Again, I want to be bearish to this low. So there's no entry for me within here. We had this 5-minute gap open, but didn't offer me any opportunities. So from here, let's reevaluate where price is at right now, because from here we could potentially be bullish, right? Because we don't know if we're going to shift structure yet, and if we zoom out to a 15-minute, there's an untapped 15-minute gap above, which I like the look of. So, and if anything, that'll continue the sell model. So 15-minute market structure shift, pull back to the 15, and then we sell back off to this relative equal low. This confirms the high time frame bias at the 4-hour gap, and confirms this draw on liquidity. So ideally, we get a retracement to that 15-minute gap. So I'm open to options here. So let's play price out, see what we get. I was interested in a short here, a long here, no SMT. Let's go to a 5-minute. We open up a 5-minute bullish fair value gap. All right. Oh shit. Notice how we leave this 15-minute untapped gap and this high behind to retrace into this 5-minute. So from there, by all means, I'm open to a continuation model. We end up chopping around a little bit, and then bang. But they got a shitty fill all the way up here. I just waited for a little pullback to this 1-minute gap, and stops at the internal low here. Wasn't using this break-even point at this high because I was so confident on this getting hit, and you know these are like stacked highs, so I wanted to go break-even at the 15-minute gap. We end up taking this internal high, retracing, retesting this inversion fair value gap, then we fly to TP. So that was the trade, and I yielded around $800 on this trade, 400 risk. Actually, no, I think I was risking like 350 because the contracts were like, the risk was being skewed by the measuring of points. So I made around $700 on this trade. And yeah, from there, as predicted, we end up holding this 15-minute, well, technically close above, but end up selling off from it anyways. And the next draw on liquidity for us is that 4-hour sell-side liquidity / relative equal lows down here. So that's the trade recap. Didn't record it yesterday because I shot straight out. I had stuff to do. I was busy. But I just kept the drawings on ready for the recap today. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. That's me done. Insane week. Insane 2 weeks. Excuse me. Yeah, made a ridiculous amount of money. Passed the eval. Built the buffer near enough. Paid out from Apex. And I'm ready to take another, pretty much ready to take another 2.5k payout. Just need one more winning day, and yeah, that's that done, boys. So yeah, real good week. And yeah, gonna be active in the Discord next week as well. So join up. The link to that will be in the description. And you can get a nice discount with TradeSync as well if you're looking to scale up with more accounts. Use TradeSync to copy all your trades. The best copy TradeSync in the game. So I'll leave a discount to that in the description as well. So yeah, have a good weekend, boys, and I will see you next week. See you Monday for another trading day.